Hey y'all, Biohack here. It is time for another update on the free-to-play Mystery Shard only account. We are at day 151. Can you see Scylla the Drakes coming in at the end? Oh my god, I'm so excited. We did pick up Lordly Legionary yesterday. I didn't make a video yesterday, so I guess I didn't talk about him at all. Honestly, am I going to use this champion anywhere? I kind of think probably not. I guess Bannerlord's Faction Wars will be pretty good. Yeah. What's his kit do again? I just remember he's not that great. Attacks an enemy 2 times, places extra hit if the target is under 50% heal reduction debuff, places 2 extra hits if the target is under 100% heal reduction debuff. Attacks one enemy has 75% chance placing a decreased speed debuff for 2 turns, decreases the target's turn meter by 20% if the decreased speed is placed. Cool. Places a reflect damage buff and a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. Yeah, I don't know. He's alright. I'll probably use him for Faction Wars. It'll be good for that, I guess. But we do have Rhonda for Bannerlord, so that's nice. Okay, so what's in the news today? Of course, the big thing is the upcoming fusion for what's that guy's name? Emic Trunkheart? Emic Trunkheart. That's right. Let me jump over to his kit real quick. Here we go. So I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of blurry. Anyway, what does this guy have? He has attacks one enemy, increases the value of all shield buffs on this champion by 25%. Also increases the value of any shield buffs on the ally with the lowest HP by 25%. Attacks all enemies, places a shield buff on all allies equals to 30% of this champion's max HP for 2 turns, decreases the cooldown of all ally skills except this champion's by 1 turn, and then places an unkillable buff on allies for 2 turns, places a taunt buff and a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns. Value of the shield buff is equal to 30% of this champion's max HP. And then when attacked while under a shield buff, has a 30% chance of increasing the cooldown of a random skill on the attacker by 2 turns. Occurs once per attack whenever an ally's HP drops below 20%, increases the damage dealt by that ally by 20%, and then his aura is increase allies' HP in all battles by 30%. So honestly, this guy looks like an absolute monster. I don't know if he's necessarily better than Newt, because Newt is pretty amazing, but he is going to be a really cool champion, and it's awesome to be able to get unkillable on this free-to-play account. I see no reason why we shouldn't be able to do the fusion. It is a hybrid fusion of Fragment Collection and traditional fusions, but I mean, I've got actually, since we've gone over his kit, let's jump back into the game. I've got lots and lots of shards. If we do a shard count here, we've got 24 sacreds, 59 voids, 256 ancients. So we'll have no problem getting the fusion done, and yeah, super excited to get this guy. It's going to be really nice. That decreased cooldown skill actually is really cool. I think that's going to pair really well with champions like Newt, for example, to decrease the cooldown on that on his big damage dealing ability. Also, honestly, even champions like Armiger, if we can do something where like Newt plus 2 Armigers go in, if you like, in a perfect world where you can hit the damage cap, we could have a team where we run like Newt, 2 Armigers, they all go, Newt hits 3 times, the 2 Armigers each hit once, you reduce the boss's health by 50%, and then what's his name? Trunkheart? Trunkheart goes next, reduces the cooldown, or puts up the reduces the cooldown, puts up the unkillable, whatever. Actually, if we could get it to like reduce the cooldown 1 turn, and then the 2 Armigers are going to go again, and then the next turn, Trunkheart can put up the unkillable. That should survive, like get us until they can all take another turn. So we can get like 2 Newt turns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Armiger A1s, I think, or A2s. And all they have to be able to survive is like 1 hit from the boss, like 1 turn of the boss. That could be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if it'll probably be pretty tricky to get the Armigers to be able to deal enough damage on most of the endgame bosses, but I don't know. There's just interesting ideas with that reduced cooldown kind of stuff going on. I think it's really cool. I think he's going to be a really, really nice champion. I don't know about clan boss and stuff. I have to think about potential speed tunes for this. We could imagine a scenario where maybe we get him to keep up the unkillable for like the 2 nukes, and then we just have to get the like 1 champion to survive the stun from the clan boss. If we get something like that, maybe that would work, where, you know, because that, it's like, I don't know, something like that could potentially happen. I'd have to think about like exactly what kind of ratio we'd want to run everyone on, but it could be interesting idea to see if we could pull something like that off, which would be really nice, because then we could build everyone for like maximum damage, have them be unkillable all the time except for that one turn where we just need someone to be the stun target. So I don't know. Yeah, well, we'll see how that all plays out in the end, but it's kind of interesting. With that in mind, I feel like there's just no way I'm going to be able to do anything crazy with this Path of Vengeance event. I'm just going way too hard on my main to try and get this stuff. I just don't have the time to do it over here, and I think it's probably not the best idea to spend all of our resources going really hard for this when we have that coming up. So we do have the Fire Knight tournament opening up in like 11 hours. Oops. So, you know, we will probably spend some energy doing this during the 3x Savage event. I think that's going to be worth doing, but I'm not going to go super hard. I'll definitely use all the stuff that's going to expire, you know, in the next week or so, because I'm not going to be able to use that for the fusion anyway. And then we'll see from there how much more I want to spend. But honestly, like, yeah, I think we're just going to kind of chill for a minute. I'm also realizing, like, with the way the event schedule is, it's like, yes, there's these 3x events and stuff, but if we don't, like, when am I ever going to farm masteries on my champions? Like, there's events constantly. We just have to skip some stuff, or we're never going to make any progress on, like, actually getting new champions up and stuff like that. So I've been spending my energy right now on Minotaur a little bit, trying to get Drexstar and Newt and Cronam to a little bit of work on them. We do have a champ training event coming up too. I don't know if I want to try and go for this one or not. It's got, I don't know. I do have so many resources. Like, the thing is like, normally I wouldn't go for it, but I have so many resources ready to go. Like, we have so many 3-star champions that, like, it should be pretty easy to finish. But I don't know. We don't want to lock ourselves out of potentially needing to do that for a fusion. So maybe we'll hold off. All right, let me go ahead and check the soul merchant here, see what we got. Gala. Nobody in here that we really care about. Cool. So that's all good. And what else do we have going on? Anything worth mentioning? Yeah, I think the main thing is it's like I'm going to hold off on my energy refills and stuff to make sure I spend them on the Fire Knight tomorrow once the 3x Savage starts. I did actually have been doing some farming of Ice Golem, because I was like, well, maybe I'll farm Ice Golem right now so we can pick up some of the points for the Path of Vengeance. But honestly, now I'm just like, nope, I'm done. I'm not going to go for Path of Vengeance. I can't do it on both of these accounts at the same time. It's just too much work. And while I would love to get this soul, I think it would be a huge struggle to get it anyway. So yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I might just try and grab like this soul, depending on how we're doing. It also depends if, like, we've got, what, 4 days left on this. I've already got like 60,000 points on my main just from leveling artifacts. So maybe once and I'm going to just farm like 24/7 around the clock once the 3x Savage happens on my main. So once we've done that, if I finish it a few days early and I'm like, okay, I've got some silver, I can maybe do a push. But I'm also just worried about spending all my silver before this this fusion as well. So, yeah, I guess that's just it. We're not going to go too hard on this. This thing is just like, honestly, this Path of Vengeance is nuts. Like, it's crazy how hard they made this, especially when we consider like the Razelvarg 5-star. Like, that was a push, but I feel like it was like half of as difficult as this one. Like, man, craziness. But anyway, I think that's it to talk about. Oh, actually, no, there's a few more things. Okay, so Clan Quest restarted. I didn't talk about that yet, but we did go ahead and pick up 3 of the Tag Arena quests. Finished. Oh, actually, no, I got 2 Tag Arena quests, and I got the HP Burn and Spider. So we finished that. I'll go ahead and claim that. Let's see what we can pick up here. We'll pick up our Yakarl fragments. Excellent. We've got 360 left. We'll go ahead and grab 2 of these, Shadowkin and Barbarians. That Barbarian one could be interesting. Let's check it out. Oh, actually, I don't want to go filter all this. Man, I have so many accessories I need to go filter. I'm not going to look right now because I don't want to click or I don't want to stop the filter by new. Cool. So yeah, got that. We'll finish the other 2 clan quests, but all that's going smoothly. Other thing I wanted to say is we finished Hydra, so let's go ahead and claim our Hydra loot and see what we get. Res and attack on stone skin. This is like, I don't know. Res, attack, defense, 5-star. I don't know. Speed, HP. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that for now. Res and accuracy, 6-star. I'll keep it for now. I don't know if we'll ever use any of this nonsense, but we got it. Okay, this is one that's decent. 6-star speed, defense, accuracy substats on a stone skin. Yeah, this is blue piece, but that's good. I'll take that. Protection, it's kind of interesting, but if it was 6-star, it'd be more interesting. Of like, okay, maybe HP, crit damage, like, yeah, it could be okay. But 5 stars, it's like whatever. Attack, percent crit damage, 5-star, it's pretty bad. If it triple rolls, though, we might want to use a Castle on it. So it's a little more interesting. Speed, defense, HP, depending on how it rolls. I mean, if you have a HP defense, like if you have a tanky champion that you don't care about resistance on or accuracy on, this could be reasonable. Especially, I mean, if it rolls like into speed and defense and HP and skips the crit damage, that could be a nice set for a like tanky support. Cool. All right, that's good. We also picked up our soul stones. I have a bunch of those soul stones. I haven't been pulling any of these now. Like, honestly, because of these events, I'm like, oh, I got to save my soul stones for the right events. And then, like, I can never actually get anything from the events with the soul stones because I don't have enough. So I end up just, like, never pulling them at all. But these soul stones are a scam anyway. The only thing that's worthwhile is the essence. Cool. Okay, so that's Hydra. In terms of getting the Hydra chests, nothing's really changed. The rotation of the Hydra changed. But it's still the same strategy. We just run these guys. As soon as I get Newt built, I'll probably sub him for Shield Guard. Although sometimes actually Shield Guard outdamages Armiger because we're on this like normal version. But usually what happens is I just keep pressing auto. It gets like 1,000,000 damage and then fails, and then sometimes it gets lucky and Arbiter survives and reses everyone and we make it through the first round, and we get like 7,000,000 damage. So usually what it is like, that's why I don't show these fights a lot of times, because it's me just like literally just like pressing auto and then like tabbing the monitor away or tabbing to another tab, and then like 5 minutes later I check back and be like, oh, it failed, click auto again, oh, it failed, click auto again, and then like after like 3 or 4 times of doing that, it finally gets enough damage. So I don't even watch the fights, I don't even know what's happening, but I can make a guess. Cool, so got that done. I think that's pretty much it, honestly. The other thing I'm thinking about is, like, do I need to farm any potions? Because this is a hybrid fusion where we need to do some leveling and some fragment collection. We don't know what the epics are yet, so I don't really want to spend a bunch of time farming potions. I honestly think I'm doing pretty good as far as potions go. The main weakness would be Void. So hopefully we know by Sunday what type of epics it's going to be, and so we can make a plan for our potions. But if we still don't, I might do a little bit of void potion farming just to make sure that we have enough. We should be fine, and I think we can fuse 28 of those, so that should be more than enough. We should be fine no matter what, but I wouldn't mind picking up a few of these. The rest of these, honestly, were pretty good, which is crazy because I never farm the potion keeps anymore. But that kind of this is how it goes. You just end up never farming potion keeps once you reach endgame. You just get so many from like clan boss and random events and stuff that you never need to. Cool. All right, that is going to be it for now. I'm gonna go work on another video about Phantom Shogun, so keep an eye out for that on the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.